everyone, it's Allie and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I hate coloring books and I hate coloring. That's why I like to draw my own stuff and I have lots of empty coloring books. So for today, I'm going to use one page in my coloring book and I'm going to try to create something I actually like and hopefully not get bored coloring. First things first, I ripped out a page from my coloring book and I glued it into my sketchbook after cutting it to size. I'm honestly not sure why I decided to rip it out and not leave it in the coloring book. Guess I just wanted to have something in my sketchbook. So I glued it in and then I trimmed all the excess off. And then it was finally time to start adding color. I really wanted this whole page to look messy and abstract, so first I took out some chalk pastels or whatever they're called and started rubbing them all around. And next I splattered ink. Honestly, I have no idea what was going through my head. I just wanted to make a mess and hope it looked good by the end of it. I really wanted to do something abstract, and I was inspired by some people's art that I seen, and I really wanted to try this idea out. I took out a straw, dabbed it in paint, and started making little circles all over my sketchbook. I wanted to add lots of busy patterns all over this page, and try to make it look as chaotic as possible. Next, I took out a wrapper from one of my favorite chocolates, and I dipped it in paint and started rubbing it around as well. I tried to stick with the teal, pink, and purple color scheme with some greens here and there. Around my room, I found some old, nail stencils for painting your nails. So I decided to stick them down, put some paint over them, and then peel them off. It added a lot of cool textures, and I'm really happy with how this looked. Next, I dipped a string in paint and started smashing it down on the page to create some more cool prints, and I took out a Posca and added some random details everywhere, as well as my Artex paint markers. It was very busy and abstract, but I was starting to like how it came together, and I think I might do this for the rest of the pages in my coloring book. This whole process was very stress-free, and I didn't worry about how it was going to look in the end because if it looked terrible, that's okay. I probably wasn't ever going to fill out this page anyway if I didn't think out of this idea. Next, I took out a marker cap and I started making more circles all throughout the page. Then I added more details with my Artex paint markers. The main element in this picture are the two owls, so I really wanted them to stand out amongst all the other things. I gave them lots of more detail and color and shading than any of the other elements in this piece. Made one owl with a pink-purple color scheme and then the other with a blue and purple color scheme. I honestly really liked how this came out in the end, even though it was completely crazy. It was just really fun, and I recommend doing this. I used so many different mediums on this piece. I used some watercolor, paint markers, my Poscas, gel pens, and even some alcohol markers. I also added some highlights to the eyes of the owls, and I think that made them look really good. I also added some random white details throughout this whole page as well. Tried to add some more leaves to where the greenery was. And then next I tried to experiment with my gel pen, but it wasn't really wanting to layer on very good. It was very transparent, but I tried to do what I could. Next, I took out my alcohol markers and I tried to add lots of shading and dimension to the owls, which looked really cool in the end. In the beginning, I really wasn't sure about this piece at all. I thought I was gonna hate it, and at first I was starting to, but I didn't really care. I was just in it for the process and having fun. But as I added more details, I just wanted to keep adding more because I started to really like how this was coming out. And I really liked experimenting with this new art style. Next, I added more details with my white paintbrush, and I made sure to add lots of little random dots everywhere. It added more texture to this page and made it look even busier, which I was super happy about. I really love the end result of this, and please let me know if you want me to do this again with the remaining pages of my coloring book. And trust me, I have a whole coloring book page full of them because I have not filled out any of these pages. After I added the remaining details with my brush, I finally signed my name because this piece was done. And here's how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.